Manchester United get a much needed win after the embarrassment that was this past Monday versus Everton. 2-1, a big win away against Crystal Palace, who is one of the better teams in the Premier League, if I'm being honest. So I'm very, very glad that we got this victory, and we're going to break everything down that happened in this match reaction. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Temi. I talk about Manchester United. Guys, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and as always, stay locked in. This was a tale of two halves. That was my biggest takeaway when I sat down just now. A tale of two halves. First half, we were absolutely miserable. I thought that first half was an embarrassment. I thought it was a continuation of what we were seeing versus Everton. Right? We struggled to put passes together. It looked like all of our players were wearing Timberlands. That's what it looked like. It looked like all of our players were wearing Timberlands. Like, all of our touches were loose. I thought Zirkzee struggled tremendously to hold the ball up. I thought just all of our players, every pass felt a little bit too heavy, a little bit too loose. You know what I mean? And it just wasn't crisp. And if you looked at Crystal Palace, I thought in that first half, almost everything they did, every ball they played into the feet of Mateta, he held the ball up so well and did so many beautiful things on the ball when he received it. If you look at his action before the goal, oh my goodness, what he does, holds the ball up, does a little pirouette around three players, lays the ball off, gets it back from Adam Wharton, spins Lenny Yoro, who panics and forces him in and concedes a penalty, right? I'm just looking like, bro, that is just too good. That is just too good. Like, yes, Lenny Yoro was poor, but man, Mateta, absolutely class in that first half. He takes his first penalty. He double touches it, so he has to retake the penalty after like five or 6 minutes, right? Then he takes the second one, slots it in. And that was pretty much the tale of the first half. They could have scored a lot more goals too. We made a bunch of errors defensively. Yoro made a few mistakes. De Ligt made a few mistakes. Our fullbacks made a few. Like, it was just not clean. And Luke Shaw was pretty brilliant most of the game, if I'm being honest with you, and saved us from a couple of really, really dangerous opportunities. He got some really important blocks and saved his other center back partners a couple of times. Other than Luke Shaw, everyone else was poor in that first half. Honestly, Casemiro had a couple of half chances early on in the game, but never outside of that first chance, which was actually a very good chance. Second one, half chance. Wasn't a good half, man. And I was very, very pissed to be down 1-0 because I'm thinking, this is a team that they keep clean sheets. They keep clean sheets. So we're down 1-0 away against a team who is very resolute. But thank goodness, I don't know what Amarim said in the second when they went into the tunnel and came back out, but I gotta give him credit. We looked a lot more professional. That's the word I would use. We played very solid in the second half. Very, very solid. We caught Crystal Palace sleeping twice, which is how we came back and won the game. The first goal, Bruno plays a very, very deft touch and a good ball into Zirkzee. It's not an easy ball, but it is a good ball, right? And Zirkzee traps it with his chest. A brilliant turn and a very brilliant goal. Like, wow, what a goal, Joshua Zirkzee. I literally jumped up and screamed. I was like, I could not believe he scored that. He had almost no angle to score the goal. Almost no angle to score that goal. And he holds the ball up well, turns, Kamada makes a mistake, reaches too early, and he laces it. Absolutely laces it. Does Crystal Palace fall asleep in that moment? Yes, but Zirkzee still has a lot to do in that moment. A lot to do. And he scored a brilliant goal. And from that point on, he was very good. He got the goal. It seems like his confidence went up, and he was brilliant from that point on. The second goal, we just caught Crystal Palace sleeping. Bruno and Mason Mount are looking at the free kick, right? They're both over the ball for the free kick. Crystal Palace the ref blows the whistle. Crystal Palace are still just acting as if nothing happens. They're trying to set up the wall, and Bruno and Mount, to their credit again, I'll give Bruno credit again. He lays it off to Mason Mount, and Mason Mount laces it from outside of the box and scores a goal thanks to Crystal Palace's wall breaking down, and we take advantage of it, score a good goal. Both goals are not easy goals, but they're professional goals, and they're excellent goals, I should say. Excuse me. They're excellent goals. Mason Mount outside of the box, not an easy chance. Yes, the wall is weak, but he still has to get it past them, right? And he still has to get it past Henderson. Very good. Mason Mount, I thought, was solid in that second half. I thought he was very good, and the goal just validated his second half performance. You feel me? So very happy that Mason Mount got that goal, because I am not a Mason Mount hater like a lot of our fan base is. I think he's a decent player. I think he does a job. Is he a 60 million pound player? Obviously not. But he puts in professional performances, which is better than I can say for a lot of our players. So gotta give him credit for that goal and his performance in the second half. But Crystal Palace fell asleep. We just have to admit that. I'm not gonna give Emerim too much credit. Yes, we came back. I thought the substitutions he made, I was skeptical at first, but they paid off. Specifically the Mazraoui one. When he was subbing Yorov, I'm like, bro, we're down 1-0. Why are we bringing on a defender? We need to be making positive changes. But to be fair, Mazraoui was much needed because he was way better than Yoro. He just took the game up another level in terms of our build-up. So that was a good sub. I will give Emerim credit for that. Mazraoui, and I think Mazraoui just needs to start playing in that right center back position. I'm sorry, Lenny Yoro, very talented player. But again, he's a 20-year-old. He's gonna have ebbs and flows, and he's in one of those moments where he's not playing at the required level. I'm just gonna be honest. He's not playing at the required level. Bring in Mazraoui at that right center back position going forward. I'd love to see that. If it's Shaw, if it's De Ligt, if it's Mazraoui, I think we have 3 senior pros who have been there and done that at high levels. You feel me? Been there and done that at high levels. So I gotta give Ruben Amorim credit for that. Okay. The other subs I thought were a bit too late. I'll be honest. The Martinez one I was a bit worried about, but he didn't really affect too much. And then Dorgu and Menu, I thought those subs could have been made sooner, because Mbumo didn't have his best game, and I like the sub of Menu coming in for Mbumo. You feel me? But I just don't think he had enough time to make an impact. Dorgu did have a good action, won a foul in extra time, which was very good. Very happy for him, especially after the manager made some very weird comments earlier this week, and we can discuss that in another video. But again, professional performance. I gotta give Amorim credit for his subs didn't disrupt the game. Mazraoui actually raised the level. He definitely raised the level of the team. We just have to be completely honest about that. So I'm gonna give Ruben Amorim credit for that. I'm not gonna give him credit for, us playing any type of football to be proud about or anything. We had a solid second half performance, a professional performance. That's what I'm calling it. We didn't do anything game changing. We didn't do anything, oh my God, but we scored 2 great goals, individual brilliance, and we were resolute defensively. I will give us that. Crystal Palace didn't make us work too much in the second half, but I'm just talking about overall, after especially the first half where we weren't too great. I thought that second half we really shut up shop and they didn't really create any dangerous opportunities. If I'm looking at standouts on Crystal Palace's side, Adam Wharton, wow. Wow. I can't remember exactly when he came off, but when he came off, there was a drop-off. There was a significant drop-off. He is a brilliant player, especially in that first half. I was just like, we got to get this guy. We got to get this guy, because he is the type of player that we are desperately looking for at Manchester United. Somebody who is confident enough to whip the ball from that midfield into the feet of his striker. Like, just look at how many times he got the ball into the feet of Jean-Philippe Mateta, into Munoz. Like, he's just playing time after time after time. It's just like, wow. And he didn't have a great second half. He was still fine, but then you could still see the level dropped when he came off. Absolutely, the level dropped. So Adam Morton, brilliant. JP Mateta, oh my goodness, in that first half, we've already talked about it. Just brilliant. He was just brilliant. In the second half, he kind of faded. I'll be completely honest. I don't remember anything of note he did in the second half. Somebody drop it in the comments if you can. But again, brilliant performance. I thought overall Crystal Palace, it was a tale of 2 halves for them too. Very, very good in the first half. Pretty bad in the second half, especially defensively. Just those mental lapses are what costed them the game. Because it's not like we broke them down with some special buildup, right? We didn't do that, okay? But again, I will take the 3 points because we needed them. We needed them. Like this run of games, let's see if we can have a little unbeaten run. Professional performances. Again, I still don't think we're playing with enough midfielders. I think teams with, 3 midfielders like an Everton did, you know what I'm saying, or how most people play, it's going to be difficult for us. It was difficult for us, and we were playing the exact same formation in the first half. I mean, we played the same formation the whole game, but I'm just talking about in terms of how we built up. We still struggled. We weren't playing the ball into midfield. We got a little better in the second half, but we need to play with more midfielders. I'm telling you. And Buma wasn't very good. Maybe play a Menu higher up the pitch. Maybe play Bruno higher up the pitch and bring in Menu. I'm telling you, we just need to play with more midfield players. We just need to play with more midfield players. I actually thought Bruno was quite good in the second half, right? I thought he was quite efficient, more so than he is generally. I think I looked up his numbers. 86% pass accuracy. He created 4 chances. Like I thought he had a very, very professional second half, which is what we need more of. But again, I think he's just better higher up the pitch. I just think he's better high up the pitch as a number 10, right? If it's Mount, Bruno, and then it's Manu, Casemiro, that's much more. It's just much more sturdy. You feel me? It's just much more sturdy. We can get the width from Ahmad. We can get the width from Dallo and Dorgu. I think if we just tweak this a little bit, Amram doesn't have to do too many crazy things. I know we bought Cunha. I know we bought Mbumo. I get it, but I don't really care. I genuinely don't care. All I care about is can we build a team shape that is sustainable. If he wants to keep playing this formation, he might have to think about these things. You feel me? But again, I'm not mad. I'm happy that we came back. We were down 1-0, went up 2-1, and didn't concede again. We're still one of the worst teams in the league when it comes to clean sheets, but we didn't concede an open play today, and I will take that. I'll take that. That's a step up. That's a step in the right direction. Let's keep not conceding an open play. Okay, let's build on that. Let's try and keep clean sheets. We're not keeping clean sheets, okay? And I will keep on harping about it until we get on a run of keeping clean sheets. This Crystal Palace team is very good at keeping clean sheets. I'm proud of Zirkzee and I'm proud of Mount for helping us get over the line with those very difficult and good goals. You feel me? So, listen, professional second half. I'll take it. Professional second half. Let's keep the momentum going. Let's keep the momentum going in this winter break. We have a lot of games coming fast now. A lot of games coming fast. So the next test is not far away. If I'm not mistaken, I think we have Wolves or West Ham next. I'll check later. But guys, 3 points under the bag. What are your thoughts on this game? Are you happy with the performance? Who was your man of the match? Honestly, my man of the match today was Luke Shaw. I thought he was extremely underrated. He probably had more touches of the ball than anyone on the team. I thought defensively he saved us multiple times. I thought he was the best center back in terms of build-up. And then when Mazraoui came on, it went to another level. Bruno's a close second because I do think Bruno in that second half definitely created some very important chances. Even the little layoff to Mount. Listen, I don't take those things for granted because there's other times where he just take the shot and it's going into row Z. You feel me? So just making the right decision, seeing that Crystal Palace was off of it and not paying attention, I'm giving him credit for that. So Luke Shaw's my man of the match. Bruno is a close second place. I will give him credit today. He was good, very professional in that second half. What are your thoughts on the game, though? Who was your man of the match? What was your favorite part about this game? Are you excited going forward? Do you think this is something that's sustainable? Do you want to see Mason Mount in the side more? Do you want to see us make changes in terms of who we play at number 10? Get all of your thoughts in the comments, guys. Make sure to hit the like button, people. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. And trust me, I will be back very, very shortly, all right? Deuces.